Where? I see you. Look at that. It's insane. Try me, baby. Woo! The Finn, baby! Hello, gamers. Today we're checking out the Finn LMG in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, more specifically a build for Warzone. This was a gun I wanted to put together just to try out an LMG, give it a shot, see how it felt, and I ended up dedicating my whole stream last night to just using this gun and playtesting it, and holy moly, the thing is an absolute laser beam. Let's jump in. We're going to look at the loadout, talk about some attachments that I think are must-haves, and then a couple of things you could swap out and interchange depending on how you like to play. But either way, I think that this LMG is going to be a big part of the meta going forward, at least through Season 6, until we get some more updates and weapon balances happening. So let's check this out, see what we got going on. Okay, so here's my heavy boy class. Obviously, perks, lethal, tactical, all that stuff is subjective. We are going to look at the Finn specifically and what I'm running and why I feel like this thing is so lethal. So first and foremost, on the muzzle, we've got the monolithic suppressor. That is pretty much a must-have for any gun in Warzone as far as I'm concerned. You get the sound suppression plus boost to the range and accuracy. That's got to go on there no matter what. As far as the barrel goes, we're using the XRK long shot advantage. Now there are all these adverse muzzles. These are really cool because they increase the fire rate, which makes it pretty crazy, but that is not really what we're looking for in Warzone on this large map. Typically we're going to be doing long range to mid-range combat with this gun, and the high fire rate really jacks up its effectiveness at those ranges. So that leaves us with the XRK Pro Twist, the long shot advantage, and the FTAC VC8 Harrier. Looking at these three options, really all we're going for is range, accuracy, and control. And the long shot is the leader on all of those marks by a long shot. The increase that you get to all three of those stats is kind of crazy on this barrel. So that is a must-have as well. The only other thing that I will say is an absolute must-have is the VLK 3.0 optic. There are other options, but I feel like time has shown for full auto weapons like this, the VLK really is kind of the best of all worlds. You're not going to get as much range as the 4x or the same versatility as like a 4x flip like this guy right here. But the 3x is right down the middle, and the sight itself is just really tight. The recoil on it feels really solid and easily controlled. And for me personally, I'm running this yellow dot reticle, and part of why, I'll show you on one of the other attachments, that feels super sharp when using the TAC laser. The TAC laser puts out that green beam when you're aiming down sights. That green beam goes right into the middle of this yellow dot reticle, and for me, it makes a really good feel when I'm shooting. I know a lot of people will like the T-pose or even just the default one, which I think of the default is probably my second favorite, but especially when using the TAC laser, this double cross, the yellow dot, whatever you want to call it, I think it's really fantastic. Now, as far as optional attachments go, the TAC laser I would consider maybe optional, same as the Commando foregrip. The VLK, the long shot barrel, and the monolithic suppressor, those all have to stay. So you're torn between the TAC laser and the Commando foregrip if you want to start swapping stuff out. One option is ammunition. There are three different variants here. The bottom two being the 5.56 CT rounds. These are lightweight. These are more suited for when you go with the barrels suited for fire rate increases. This one up here at the top, the 5.56 NATO, that's going to be more so for what you're actually running with typically on this when you're using the long range barrels like we're using right here. So it starts with a 75 round belt. You can go up to 100 if you want. That does make a slight decrease to your mobility and your control. Mobility obviously is already going to be shot because it's an LMG, so that's not a huge concern. It's just the control that we're looking at, not wanting to hurt, but getting that extra 25 rounds in the belt is helpful, especially considering how long it takes to reload. Now, speaking of reload, I think a popular perk for this would be sleight of hand to get that increased reload quickness. It's kind of subjective depending on how you use it and how aggressive you play. Personally, I think that this specific build is really well suited for long range or mid to long range, where you're not really going to be in the heat of it and you can duck away to take those extra couple of seconds to reload standard as opposed to using sleight of hand. But that's up to you. As far as the underbarrel goes, I'm running the Commando foregrip. A lot of people might like the Ranger foregrip more. I want to give a shout out to my man Kleggles for breaking down the real big difference between these two, because as far as stats go, they are very, very similar. You might see a very minute difference in range and accuracy on the Ranger compared to the Commando. Big thing here is the recoil control on them. Commando has recoil stabilization, which helps stabilize the side-to-side sway of the recoil as you're shooting. The Ranger foregrip has recoil control, which helps to control the up and down motion while you're shooting. I would say that's kind of dependent on you and how you play. Me personally, I like having the better control on side to side. That way I can use my stick to focus on up and down. But that's going to be totally up to you guys, and you could even just run without this at all and maybe add on a stock. I know I've actually been really considering putting on this XRK Citadel stock just to get the boost to control and accuracy again. These other stocks I wouldn't recommend because they're all based around mobility, and that's not what we're looking for. We want this bad boy to be an absolute laser. One other thing you might want to consider on here is something like FMJ, so you can keep spraying through walls whenever you hit people. As far as perks go, I personally wouldn't lean towards anything outside of sleight of hand, but again, that's all up to you guys and what you think. So this is the build that I'm running. This is the build that we're going to see in all of the gameplay we're about to go over. Nothing's changed. It's exactly like this. But yeah, that is it. This thing is an absolute beast. We're going to go over some gameplay. The fin. Its power is mighty. Hello. Surprise. Oh yeah, he's pushing. The fin, dude, it's insane. Just melted that dude. Absolutely shredded him. Whew. Whoa, that charm is percolating. Watch this. See if it does it again. Look at it. Look at it. Ugh. Let him eat. Just seeing him drop in the down, the animation like laying down in the sky. Whoa.
Oh, I just got shot on the roof. Boop.
Right there. I see
Yep.
him.
Can you shoot at him?
Yep. Oh my god, dude, this gun is so crazy. I don't know where this dude's shooting at me from. Someone over here was lighting me up. I see him. Oh, baby, we're letting the fin feast today. She's hungry. Oh, she's famished. No. He's just chilling. Just chilling. Behind us? Dude, this fin is insane.
I need a different gun.
Oh my god, bro.
Getting clapped by a bunch of different people. He's so fucking annoying.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That is insane. I'm gonna not plate up and just. What? Landed right above us.
Another one coming in. Ah. See if I
Yeah,
can,
fucking sucks,
if I
man.
can shimmy over to you, Jameson. We both shimmy in. Here, let's get close to each other and shimmy with our feet touching. I'll go backwards, you go forward. Yeah. Playing footsies. This is nice. This is wholesome content.
Oh man, you crawl way faster this way.
Well, can you? Ah!
Oh, thanks for taking that bullet for me.
And that's the Finn LMG. At least the build that I've been running, it's an absolute laser. I highly recommend that you give this a shot. If you do give it a shot and love it, leave a comment and let me know. If you have any suggestions for changing the build on this, or maybe applying a similar build to a different LMG that might be able to outperform the Finn, let me know. I can play test it, maybe make a video and check that out in the future. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like, share with your friends, and comment. Let me know what else you want to see going forward. We're going to have lots of Season 6 coverage coming up, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.